It is Thursday, the 25th of November. Welcome to Mornings on 6 News. I'm Leonardo Puglisi. We begin today in New South Wales, where a man has been charged by police with using social media to advocate acts of terrorism and violence against several Australian politicians. The ABC reports the Prime Minister Scott Morrison and Victorian Premier Dan Andrews were among those allegedly targeted by the 37-year-old. It's set to be alleged in court that the man was a regular and consistent user of social media where he urged force or violence against groups of people which he identified by race, political views and occupation. It will also be alleged that he advocated violent acts against several Australian political leaders, as we outlined just before. The New South Wales Police Joint Counter-Terrorism Team began a formal investigation into the man's activities in September after investigators identified potential criminal offences in multiple posts on social media and communication channels. As a result of that, officers executed search warrants at properties in Tamworth over the past 2 days. Investigators seizing a number of electronic devices and a variety of handwritten and printed material, which will be the subject of further forensic analysis. He was charged with offences, as we just said, including violence and advocating terrorism. He will appear in Parramatta Local Court on December 10 after being refused bail. The federal government has announced they will list neo-Nazi organisation The Base and Lebanese group Hezbollah as terrorist organisations. Speaking in Canberra, Home Affairs Minister Karen Andrews described the former group as a, quote, violent, racist and neo-Nazi organisation that is known to be planning attacks in several nations. Hezbollah, a political party and militant group in Lebanon, is also going to be listed following the lead of the UK, the US and Canada, though their external security organisation was already designated a terrorist organisation in Australia since 2003. The new designations will make it a criminal offence to be a member of either group. Defence Minister Peter Dutton has won his defamation lawsuit against refugee activist Shane Bazzi over a tweet that labelled him a, quote, rape apologist. The now deleted tweet included a link to a report from The Guardian that included comments from the then Home Affairs Minister he had made about women on Nauru. Yesterday afternoon, the federal court found the tweet did defame Mr Dutton and awarded $35,000 in damages. On Twitter, Bazzi wrote that, quote, we are very disappointed with the outcome. We'll be taking time to consider our options. I ask that you could please respect my privacy at this time. Well, the NT's COVID-19 cluster has once again grown. The Territory recorded 11 new infections yesterday, Chief Minister Michael Gunner saying one of those was a woman in Binjari who evaded authorities, left the hard lockdown and travelled by taxi to Katherine, along with 3 other people. She did not know she had COVID at the time. However, she was moving around whilst infectious, meaning Katherine's lockdown may end later than that scheduled date of December 4. The Territory's cluster now stands at 51. Now, today's weather forecast right across the country. Brisbane, rain, a top of 26, 23 in thunderstorms in Sydney, a chance of showers, 22 in the nation's capital, Canberra. Light rain expected, 18 in Melbourne, also 18 in Hobart with similar conditions there. 23 in heavy clouds in Adelaide, 27 in Alice Springs, 31 at sunny in Perth, and in Darwin a warm but also wet top of 35. And that is Mornings for this Thursday. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll be back Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll of course have the latest headlines on social media and our website 6newsau.com 24/7. I'm Leonardo Puglisi. Have a great day.